So I just recently became a fan of BTS and I really felt like making some clay figures, so I started with my son, my boy J-Hope, with his outfit from DNA. So I wanted to go with RM's striped shirt first, but then I wasn't feeling it, but I am going to bring up stripes for him later with his figure. And I was also going to do J-Hope's other like cat rainbow striped shirt that he had, but every time I watched the video, that jersey and the yellow, it just clicked with me. So I'm starting off with this tan color. I mixed with some white, red, brown. This one is for the pants. This navy blue, this red, this yellow, and I took a half an hour mixing this hair, so y'all better be grateful. I also used Bacon Bond, an X-Acto knife, and a dotting tool. Why am I so aggressive in this video? So once I get everything settled, I start with the head and I just round everything out real quick. Then what I like to do is use another figure to size everything down, and I use Robin from Stranger Things. You can cop her at my store. And now I'm just making the tiny little ears. I love making this part because it's so cute. Look how tiny the ears are. Oh, and here's the hair. I can't stand this hair because it took me a half an hour to make. You can tell I am angry in the video, but it's all worth it in the end. So to get the hair, I have to start with the back of the head first, and that's basically the building point of the whole hair in general. So I use some Bacon Bond to keep everything together. Bacon Bond is your friend. I use it all the time. I have at least 2 bottles that has lasted me a couple years now, and it's crazy and I love it. I highly suggest Bacon Bond because it makes everything stronger. And now for the sideburns. And I love making the sideburns because even if you have a figure that doesn't look all that great, the sideburns just brings the whole face together. It's hard to explain, but you'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. Now I know he looks like a middle-aged Ed Sheeran right now, but we are going to be adding more hair to the top of the head. He's not gonna look like this in the end, I can promise you that. So what I'm doing right here is what I call the teardrop method. I do it for the arms, the legs, especially the hair. So for this, you're just gonna have like 6 little swoops across his head. Alright, now he looks like Ron Weasley. Oh my god. Okay, so now I'm making the little leggies and I'm using Robin again as a reference for the height and everything, and I'm still using the teardrop method. I am going to try to trademark that. If anyone uses it, you better give me credit. I am trying to secure my bag. So right here I'm making a little triangle for like the pelvis area, and that really connects both of the legs together. And usually with male figures, I never really had a straight form of making them, because usually with my female figures, if you see my Instagram, I have their little legs together, and usually if I try to make male figures they look awful. But I think I finally cracked the code with this one. I think if I just have their little legs out and about, look like they're ready in action, it looks like more of a male stance. Right here I'm making the little feet, and usually I don't pay that much attention to the feet or the shoes. I don't really give them a lot of detail because they're so tiny, and you'll see later that my painting skills are not that great with tiny things, probably because I don't have the right materials, but I usually just keep them very, very simple. But here they are, the little legs. They're so cute. I tried to get his jeans to look just like they did in the video. It was kind of hard to see, but I think I got them. So right here I'm making the little jersey with the BTS 33 on it. And again, I'm using Bacon Bond to keep everything sturdy and strong together. Right now I'm just smoothing everything out, and since the body is done. All I have is the arms and connecting the head. So I don't really need Robin anymore. I also realized that he had a belt in the video, so I added a little orange belt hanging from the shirt. And now I'm adding a little divot to the head. So right here, I'm making the little arms, and I have to use Robin again. So I brought her back in, and she helped a lot because you don't see it, but I edited out a lot of mistakes I made with the arms. But I got it in the end. And right here, I'm making the little kind of like cuffs to the sleeves. And here are the tiny hands to make tiny plans. I am so close to finishing. Okay, so remember I said I'm close to finishing? I'm not. So after I connected the arms, I'm making the little hood, and it looks like a little banana. After I made the hood, I almost forgot to put on the neck. And your girl is done. Well, not done, but almost done. So for connecting the head to the body, I want everything to be safe and secure. So I just put a little piece of paper clip that I cut and put it in the head with some bacon bond, and I did the same thing to the body and just connect it all. Then I used a dotting tool to just smooth everything out and make sure the neck doesn't look busted after it's baked. See, right here I almost fumbled my bag by dropping him. So what I did here was actually use rubbing alcohol and a cotton swab to clean up all the dust particles and anything that usually gets stuck to clay. So right here I actually put him in the oven, and I put a piece of scrap clay behind his head to level him, to keep him from breaking basically in the oven. And this is where I pulled a Big Lebowski and baptized him. Just kidding, I usually just do this to harden the clay even more to make it more safe. So right here is the painstaking part of painting a piece. When I am painting these tiny little figures, I have such a hard time because I have chunky fingers, and these are tiny utensils that I'm working with, so it takes a very long time to get the hang of it. At this point, I was having difficulty recording and seeing what I was doing at the same time, so I ended up just finishing it off camera. I completely forgot that I was filming portrait style during these last shots. I was so tired. But anyway, here's my boy, here's my son. I hope you enjoy him. Well, it's over. I finished. Thank you for watching this. This was very long. This is very trying. I have never edited this much before. I think the editing was worse than making the actual figure. So, if you are too lazy to make your own figure like this, J-Hope and hopefully others will be available on my Etsy store soon. And if you don't want anything BTS related, then I have more stuff on my Etsy store. I have the Stranger Things girls that just dropped yesterday. So if you want to get that, go to the link in the description. My website will be there. And if you just want to see me talk about dumb stuff or post dumb stuff, go to my Instagram, peach.cola.